With the cost of living significantly outpacing people's increasing wages, it's no surprise that more and more people are finding it harder and harder to survive off of one income stream. Studies have also found that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So today in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my 7 streams of income that I've created for myself at 22 years old, all of which you can start today if you want to. Now, I want to make sure that this video isn't another one of those bragging videos where I'm talking about all the money that I'm making and how you guys are broke. So I'm going to deep dive into every single stream of income that I have and explain how you guys can start it as well. So with that being said, sit back and relax and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. All right, so income stream number 1 is your day job. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one because it's pretty straightforward, but everybody should have a day job which is reliable, that gives you consistent income. So for me personally, I pay myself a livable salary every year from the company that I co-founded. But for most people, this is your day job, like your 9 to 5, your part-time job, your full-time job, and whether you're making $30,000 a year or $120,000 a year, it does not matter. You just need one source of reliable income. Now moving on to income stream number 2, and this is dividends. If you don't know what dividends are, it's essentially when a company pays you cash for buying and holding their stock. So for me personally, as I've grown my stock portfolio to over $150,000 now, I'm making anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a year in dividends. Now this is a stream of income that anybody can create as long as you are investing in stocks. And in my opinion, it is one of the only true forms of passive income. Now with that being said, the amount you get paid from dividends will probably be pretty insignificant unless you have a crazy huge stock portfolio. But if you start early and let it compound, you'll definitely see the results later. Now income stream number 3 is brand deals and partnerships. As you guys know, I am a social media content creator or influencer, whatever you want to call it, and that means I'll be offered brand deals from companies to promote products or services. When I first started out, I think my first brand deal was with EQ Bank, and they paid me about $300 to make a video for them. But as you grow your following and you make better content, companies are willing to pay you more. And I also have the power to negotiate my rates. And in fact, this has turned into one of my most reliable streams of income now. It has been crazy for me to see the amount of money that brands are willing to pay creators. And I honestly think that being a content creator or influencer is one of the most lucrative jobs for young people right now. Nowadays, I've had contracts range from anywhere from a couple $1,000s per video to contracts worth high 5 figures. And I know this isn't for everyone, but if you have any sort of urge to become a content creator, there is a lot of money in this space. As long as you have your phone, you can make content and you can make money from it. Moving on to income stream number 4, and that is interest. Now, when I say the word interest, I'm talking about the money that a bank will pay you for storing and keeping your money in a certain account. So for me personally, I keep my money in what's called a high interest savings account, and that is just like a normal savings account, except that bank is willing to pay you more money for storing your money there. Right now, there are banks that are willing to pay you anywhere from 3 to 5% interest on every dollar that you put into their accounts. That means if you have $1,000 in the account and it's a 3% interest rate, you're making $30 every year. Now, the reality is that interest will never probably be a large part of your income. Right now, with the money that I have in my savings accounts, I'm making a couple $100 a month just from holding my money in those accounts. So if you're still keeping your money in a standard checking or savings account, you should probably look into changing it into a high interest savings account. And again, anyone can do this, you just have to find the right offers. Income stream number 5 is my consulting business. About 3 years ago, when I started making content online, I was reached out to by a couple companies to help run their social media for them. So over time, I kind of turned that into a consulting, marketing, fractional CMO business, and now I work with a couple different startups on a monthly retainer. Now this stream of income isn't as reliable as my day job because it fluctuates month to month depending on what the companies want. However, a typical contract will typically be anywhere from $2,000 a month all the way up to $10,000 a month to work with that specific company. And again, anybody can start a business like this nowadays because if you have any sort of skill that is in high demand, whether it's using AI or making content or copywriting, there are companies that will hire you. So if you have a skill, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Income stream number 6 is affiliate income. Now, when I'm talking about affiliate income, it basically means that I'm earning money by promoting someone else's product or service. So it's kind of similar to brand deals and partnerships, but it's also a little bit different. In its simplest form, let's say you guys want to start investing in stocks. I could partner up with a brokerage or a stock platform, and every time you guys sign up with my link, I get a reward out of it. Or it could also be you guys really like the shirt I'm wearing right now, and I refer you to that clothing store, and then I get some sort of kickback from the sale. On average right now, I'm making anywhere from a couple $100s a month all the way up to a couple thousand off of my affiliates. And again, anyone can do this, even if it's sending a link to your friends to buy certain clothes. Now finally, income stream number 7 is my capital gains. How capital gains work is, let's say you buy buy a stock at $100. And then over the course of the next year, it increases so that it's worth $200. You have effectively made $100. However, you don't actually have that money until you sell that stock. Now, in my case, most of the capital gains that I make are unrealized because I haven't actually sold any stocks yet. But on paper, I've made a pretty good amount of money. In total, I've made about $30,000 over the last 3 years from investing in the stock market. Investing is one of the best ways to create and retain wealth over long periods of time. So if you haven't started investing yet, I highly recommend you look into it. When it comes to investing, I invest every single month, and the amount I invest depends on my income, but it ranges anywhere from $1,000 to a couple $1,000s every month. The more income sources you have, the more money you make, the more money you can save, the more money you can invest, and then the more money you can make again from investing. If you found this video at all useful, please subscribe and leave a like. It means a lot to me and it really helps out the channel and more people can see it. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.